Okay. I'm gonna assume that this is already going. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Um, Today we're gonna be playing some Path of Exile 2 to be specific. Um, a little bit about myself, as this is gonna be the first go around with this, right? I played Path of Exile 1 for about 1200 plus hours, and to some people that might be that's probably baby numbers, if anything else, right? Um, but yeah, so we're gonna be playing Path of Exile 2. I have played it a little bit already. I've made a Summon Raging Spirits witch who I'm gonna intend on making it into an Infernalist. But I kind of, because I was having so much fun with the build that I was currently making, I kind of wanted to pop it onto a stream, um, and see where this kind of takes us. So I guess this is going to be kind of a little bit of like a let's play or something along those lines, right? So without further ado, right, I'll go ahead and name my character, name my witch, and hope you guys enjoy the ride. Because I feel like this is going to be a long one if I play this as much as I did the first one. So let's go with it. Whoops. Oh no. Well, that's awkward, isn't it? Let's do. Oh, shucks. Well, alrighty. Let's go with an old alias that I always enjoy using. Really screwing the pooch with this one. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Gosh. All these names are getting taken. Some will say that I should have created this character first before trying this, but you know what? This operation requires the account to be logged in. Am I not logged in right now? That'll be awkward. I guess I wasn't. Yeah, as you guys can see, these are the other witches I was telling you guys about. But yeah, doing a lot of experimenting. All right, let's try this again, right?
Foul witch! Your very own coven cast you out for your forbidden pursuits. Your twisted necromancer.
There we go. As they say, the seventh time is the charm. What I will say is that, at least from what I've experienced, right? So far in Path of Exile 2, sometimes the loading screens can be pretty darn long. I don't know if that's just a computer issue. Maybe it's a server issue. I would like to think it's a server issue. But yeah. This is Path of Exile right here, guys, loading simulator. But for those of you who are kind of just, who stumbled upon this video and decide to kind of just watch it or enjoy it yourself, I mean, so I guess, I might as well kind of go into, geez, the echoes.
The miller went off to now. I would appreciate.
So, yeah, back to what I was going to say though. Yeah, what I have planned for this character is of course, I mean, it's because it's Summon Raging Spirits, it's going to be a minion build. What I don't know is, I mean, well, I guess not that I don't know, is more like what I've been trying to figure out is, what kind of, my goodness, this audio loop sometimes. But yeah, what I'm trying to figure out is, I guess, how I want to, go about this minion build, because in Path of Exile 1, for those of you who have played it, when you play a minion build, at least for me, it felt very passive, which is, I guess, kind of the draw with minion builds. You're kind of just avoiding bosses, dodging everything, and so on and so forth. Which again, right, to some people, that's kind of the appeal with witches. Um, Not to say that wasn't an appeal for me either. It was just, I don't know. Pardon me. I wanted something more. Well, I wanted something more hands-on, I suppose, right? And with the things I've been testing, and I hope to get there before the end of the stream. Uh, it kind of allowed that. So I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say too much. But yeah, I think this method of playing the witch, especially with the way the new ruins, well, not new ruins, but the way they decide to make some of the Raging Spirits in Path of Exile 2, honestly, I freaking love it. To kind of explain that, so in Path of Exile 1, Summon Raging Spirits was something you single cast, and if you put certain gems in it, you can cast multiple of them at a time. But regardless, it was something you had to like kind of cast yourself, which in hindsight, like you still kind of do, but it's almost triggered by other spells. And I've heard, oops, I've heard people pretty much making summon raging spirits something like trigger on death, and I hear that's kind of actually a really strong build right now. But I don't know if I'm been using those mechanics. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, overall, I've always kind of wanted to make it more of like a spellcaster, necromancer, or minion build. I've always enjoyed the idea of. Oop, it's time to use a mana flask. Yeah, I've always enjoyed the idea of fighting along my minions instead of just having them do all the hard work. Again, for some people they kind of enjoy that part, but yeah, I don't know. A little different here. I will say this, right, and this is just something for, I guess, for the veteran Path of Exile players, right? Even though I have 1,200 hours, I kid you guys not, I don't know a single thing about building or crafting at that matter. So some of y'all, you might see these videos, and you're gonna see me probably doing some very inefficient crafting. I ask for forgiveness in advance. But all in all, I mean, we're here to have fun, and yeah, that's it's a learning curve. I definitely want to take Path of Exile to more of a learning experience. It's a fresh game, new mechanics. Of course, not everything is brand spanking new, but yeah, there's a lot of new things for me to try out, and I definitely want to take this opportunity and it being the hard way, of course, learn about the crafting system and all that. So I'm very excited to go about it. So something that you might have noticed is the dodge roll mechanics. Really makes you feel like you're playing a Dark Souls games. But honestly, I say that jokingly, but I'll be honest in saying that I've been I've been one-shotted by some of the bosses. Not proud of it. I wouldn't say that I've encountered. I wouldn't say I've encountered a difficult boss just yet. Challenging maybe, but nothing like that'll make me pull my hair out. I remember when I first fought Cirrus in Path of Exile 1, and my goodness, it was ridiculous. Alrighty, let's see what we got in drop. So yeah, I probably I probably should have done this as SSF, but whatever. Reason why I say that is because I already have some pre-stacked gold. So I feel like there's a bit of an unfair advantage versus some of you that might be just starting this fresh. But I mean, hey, you work with what you got.
Well done. Please come inside.
When we get inside the encampment, I will kind of walk you through at least my initial plans for the passive tree, and yeah, we'll kind of go about that. I feel like the passive tree has always been the one thing that intimidated a lot of people when it came to Path of Exile. I mean, heck, it definitely intimidated me. So I definitely want to go about that and show you at least what my plans are. Whether anyone follows it or anything like that, I guess that's more so up to you guys. But uh, I definitely had a lot of fun with the way my current build has worked out. Made some few adjustments here and there, but okay. Let's get in a little bit. So passive tree wise, okay. So as which we're going to start on the north region here. Oop, opposite. This thing is massive. I debate in saying that it's bigger than Path of Exile 1, and that's to say that we're only getting half the classes right now, so I'm expecting this to be so much bigger. But I guess we'll wait and see about that one. Anyhow, so I'm starting on this side where spells and minion damage. Like I said before, I do want to play a bit of more of a spellcaster type of minion build playstyle. So I'm gonna go up here instead of going to the minion maximum life, which is nice by the way, because if your minions can stay alive a little bit longer, it does help a lot with tanking. But I don't think that's gonna be a really big of an issue. But anyways, I'm gonna go to the left route, so it gives me minion damage and spell damage. I'm gonna go up here, just get the minion damage, and then we're gonna bust to the right over here for the casting speed. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if that's really even the best decision, but again, we'll just have to wait and see. But as we go to the left here, there's actually a few nodes that I might get here, which is the minion 50% maximum life increase, and I'll kind of explain the reason why I'm going to do that in a little bit. And then we're going to continue to go up to around here, and then I think this is pretty much where at least my initial focus is going to be at, is going to be these two cluster areas right here. So over here, I might not get this one. I'm kind of on the fence about that, but definitely going to go for all the minion life, and over here along with increased damage, movement speed and accuracy, and I mean even more accuracy. So why am I going all the way over here? What's the purpose of all this? To all the summon raging spirits fanatics out there, the build that I'm trying to go for is going to be the popcorn summon raging spirits, and some may say, well, why wouldn't you go for the increased minion max life over here if that's what you're going to be going for? It's mainly because the increased spell damage over here, I personally think that's a little bit more valuable, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But for those of you guys that don't know how popcorn sun raging spirits work, to put it simply, of course, the main skill itself is going to be summon raging spirits, and then the supports that are going to be attached onto it are going to be Infernal Legion. Infernal Legion, what that does is it slowly, pretty much slowly kills your minions. It almost works like a fire aura that takes percentage life from your minion and pretty much radiates this fire aura. So that slowly kills them, and then the second part to it is going to be minion instability when they reach low life, which I believe is 30%. When they reach low life, they end up exploding, and I believe it's for their maximum HP. So again, I might come to regret not grabbing that extra 20%, but we will see.
With armor.
Okay.
Monsters that.
Let's see.
Skeletal warriors have high defense. Skeletal snipers do high damage but have low life.
Let's check that out. Oh no. Okay, why not? A pretty cool tip I'll say, you know, when starting off is definitely check the shops often. So we got Una over here, and you know the reason why I'm saying to check the shops very often is because honestly you might come upon, well, I mean that's actually pretty cool, right? But you might come upon a scepter, which is going to be our main, I guess, weapon, if you would, that might have like +1 to minion damage, +1 to minion, excuse me, to minion level gems, +1 to level, excuse me. Um, and honestly, that is, you know, that's one of the best ways to scale your minion damage, in my opinion. Of course, like this scepter right here is really nice because it also gives minion life as well as increased spirit. Spirit is going to be your like secondary resource. From what I've seen so far, is going to be a secondary resource that you can use to reserve 4 auras, and you're also going to need it to spawn more minions. So having a lot of spirit, at least my initial assumptions right now, having a lot of spirit is beneficial for minion build. I'm kind of curious about like how like not necessarily if is there a cap, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I wonder like what's the highest
That's a good one.
spirit anyone has gotten so far. Um, got pretty lucky right there with some movement speed boots, so pretty excited about that one. But okay. Oh, I also forget. At least for me, at the beginning. So the cool thing with the scepters, because it's one-handed, you can give your other hand a shield. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like our friend over here has any shields. So let's go to Una and I mean, shucks, doesn't even look like even have a gosh, I done forgot what those what the other shield's called now. The one that gives you energy shield. But that's all right. I'm sure we'll hunt one eventually. Okay. So I will say that I am playing this on the controller, and I'll be honest with you. I played on the controller a little bit on Path of Exile 1 2, but I would say it feels so much better here on Path of Exile 2. I feel like the movements are much smoother. I mean, and then you have this 360 rotation using the right analog stick. I'm using, I guess, a standard, just a standard PC controller. Kind of shaped like an Xbox controller, but yeah. But again, though, it feels really good. I would say that the one issue that I would say controllers have when playing Path of Exile is aiming things is not always consistent. For example, later on in this build, we're going to be using Flame Wall, and you'll notice that. Well, I mean, yeah, you just can't aim it. You can aim it to a degree. I shouldn't say that. You could definitely aim it to a degree. Like, as you kind of see me cast on Earth over here, you'll see that it kind of prioritizes the enemies who are highlighted that little soft red right there, and that's kind of how Flame Wall will kind of work too. I have noticed that if I use my right analog stick to kind of like turn like this, it does help with the aiming, but I think what it does is it shoots it at its max range. So if you want it close to you, I haven't figured out a way to make that happen yet. But if anyone does, I'd love to hear it. So I'll definitely go ahead and say this. Excuse me. Oh, I feel it. Oh my goodness, 2 in a row. I'll definitely go ahead and say this, right? I haven't really experimented much with the other classes, skills, and all that. So I don't really know how how the other skills feel like in terms of like doing content, etc. I'm gonna assume that classes like mercenary is very efficient. That and honestly, the mercenary looks really fun. I definitely want to try to give them a try eventually, possibly when I get my witch to a decent. Whoop, almost stepped on that. Get my witch to a decent spot. I definitely want to try it out. But some people might say, starting off with minion builds is pretty bad. I mean, is it the fastest? No, but is it bad? I don't think so, personally. Especially, because you have Unearth. Again, it's kind of the playstyle that I like, just playing more of an active role in the fighting and all this. And, the beauty about Unearth, which I don't know if this is a skill that they had in Path of Exile 1, but it also spawns minions for you. So it kind of works like Spectres in a sense. But Spectres, they kind of, well, at least the support, they kind of come out with dead bodies, but yeah. Or as you kill things, or minions kill things, excuse me. So as we go about, oh my goodness, yeah, just start off hot with that one. Yeah, so as we kind of go along, these maps, the one cool thing that I will say is that, they always have like these cool little like side bosses, almost in, oh my goodness, almost in every map. It's really nice. Like this one in particular right here, she's really fun to fight. And you also get just freaking tossing that Unearth to freaking left field. But yeah, really fun to fight. And the cool thing about this fight, once we're done with it, is that we get this permanent item that we can use. Jeez. And it can, I believe it gives us like permanent, ow. It gives us permanent cold resist, so that's really nice. I don't really know what the, this doesn't look good, this doesn't look good. I'm trying to get my minions out here. Yeah, so yeah, I don't really know what the resistance, degrading looks like. Oh! Alright, wasn't expecting that. I don't know what this is, but rusted great helm, okay. Increase ready fine, 22 dex, increase rate on melee hit, every rage. Oh, alright. I mean, it's a unique, so, I'm never gonna say no to that. My witch out here is looking like a Valkyrie. So this is what I was talking about though, right? So yeah, it grants you 10% cold resist, and again, I feel like every little bit helps. Every little bit helps because at the end of the day, you don't really know. Yeah, at least me, I don't really know what the resist integration is like in the future. I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Path of Exile 1, I definitely don't quote me on this one, but I believe it was like 25%? 25% degradation after your first encounter with Katava, and then I think it was like another 25% on the second encounter. So you're down -50. And again, those numbers can be completely wrong for all I know. But of course, like in Path of Exile 1, resistances are going to be important, so regardless, you're definitely going to want to stack them. With that being said, the ascendancy that I'm going to be going for with this witch is going to be the Infernalist. which I've heard is probably one of the more tankier classes, which is surprising. And I can see why. I shouldn't say that. I can see why they have this Death Hound or Infernal Hound, however you want to call it, that gives you 20% DR damage reduction, and then I think there's another ascendancy node, which gives you like I forget like 25% of damages from like cold and lightning are converted to fire damage. So it's kind of like chieftain. It's kind of like the chieftain, back in the days. So if you stack fire resistance, or you overcap it even, then you should be pretty darn a-okay. My mana is low, and it's probably my fault for spamming the skill so darn much. So here's the cool thing though, right? So if you're if your mana is ever low like that, the nice thing is you can always go back to town. There's no portal scrolls in Path of Exile 2, so you can go back to town as many times as you freaking want. You can go back to town, refill your potions, full heal yourself, and if you have any items to sell, like how I do right here, then yeah, you can go ahead and sell them too. With Una, the vendors don't work like how they do in Path of Exile 1, where you kind of go in there and you just drop all the things you want to sell. I mean, you can in here, so I'm lying, but yeah, you go in here and then you drop everything. But as you can see, gold is in the game, so gold is is going to be a currency that you're going to want to try to take advantage of, and of course, yeah, it allows you to do stuff like this. So boom, uh, honestly, couldn't have found anything better. So +1 to all minion skills, increase the spirit, mana, which I mean, as we just saw, something I need apparently. But yeah, so I'm super nice find. Honestly, we're just being pretty darn lucky with this one. So this is what I was talking about right here, the focus. There we go. You can craft +1 +1 to skills on your focus. I don't know if there's a +1 to minion. It wouldn't surprise me. I could be wrong, but I have crafted one that I think it was like +1 to all spells, which unfortunately I don't think. Actually, not that I don't think. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't transfer to minions like that. So, but for I guess for the build that I'm going for, it will still be nice just because I will be using spells. And again, like I said, whenever you go to the shop, whenever you're in town, go through the shop. You don't know what you're gonna find. Like for instance, energy shield here. Not energy shield. This circlet. I'm gonna buy it. I do have some stuff I can craft with. So let's go ahead and try it. So augment. No, that's not what we're trying to do. Okay. Now I could gamble and go straight for the alchemy, but again, I'm not a crafter, so maybe that's what I just said was like heresy or something. Yeah, I don't think I can put in another one, unfortunately. I wonder if there's gonna be a way, and let me see if is there an orb of regret around here. I don't know. Maybe this is it. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But what I was trying to say was that I hope there's a way for you, for you to be able to, I guess, disenchant without breaking the item. Yeah. Because if you especially if you have like a really nice item, you want to try to craft it up and all that stuff. Let's see, salvage equipment quality, blah 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 blah. Yeah, not what we're looking for. I should really try to craft up that circlet as well. I mean, why else did I buy it? Alright, let's see if we can get lucky. You know what? I'm gonna roll the alchemy orb. I don't know what's gonna happen, but darn. Energy shield's nice. Makes me more tanky. We're not gonna use this. It's not really gonna help me all that out. Yeah, it's not gonna help me out too much. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just stash it. All right. So as of this moment, I would much rather like to find a shield. Why is that? Why would I want to find a shield versus focus? Well, for starters, and I guess this also kind of would just kind of depend on your playstyle, right? With the shield, you're actually able to block. And you know, we're not talking like you know in Path of Exile 1 where you have a chance to block. Like no, you can. There's a physical skill that you can block with, and it's really cool, really fun to use. I think it'd be awesome, personally. I think it'd be awesome if they like you know added perfect blocking mechanics, and maybe they have, and I just you know I'm just being ignorant, but if they had like perfect blocking mechanics, I think that'd be freaking awesome. It really show a type of skill expression and etc. Of course, like that window has to be like a millisecond or something. But I guess how would you balance that? Like especially you know in traditional games, perfect blocking would mean that you know you just block everything. So how would you kind of balance that in a game like this? I guess you create bosses that freaking you know treat Path of Exile like it's a gosh darn shoot 'em up game. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and backtrack a little bit just because I skipped going to the Mud Burrow. I think that's what that place is called. Just because I wanted to find a waypoint there, and you know, of course, the reason was if I didn't, then if I have to walk like 1,000 miles. I mean, honestly, that one we found pretty quickly, so
A
pretty stoked
descent
about that.
into darkness. I wouldn't have it any other way.
You know, I didn't even realize I had 2 points to allocate, so oof. Okay, there we go. So here is, I would say, something like really special about minions. Minions in Path of Exile 2 is that they have these skills, and I'll be honest with you, like depending on like the kind of you could do a lot with them. You could do a lot with them. There's a lot of combinations. Honestly, so much room for experimentation, and you know, especially with the game being so new itself, yeah, there's so much room for experimentation. And at least for me so far, I've been having an absolute blast doing it. And I would say that you know I have the you know I'm fortunate enough to not have gone far enough into the game yet where I don't know why I picked that up. I haven't gone far enough into the game yet where you know if I decide to experiment with my currency or anything of that nature, it wouldn't be too penalizing. Does it slow things down a little bit? It kind of does, but not too badly. Just because you know skill gems, support gems, and the third type of gem, which is actually where our summon raging spirits are going to come from, called spirit gems. They are you know all those things you can hunt naturally throughout your playthrough of the game, and of course the higher act that you go, or the oops, my goodness, the further you go down the rabbit hole, the more higher level gems you're gonna end up getting. So you know, be patient. You know, some of the things that you're gonna want, like for myself, I want minion instability. No, minion instability is a level 1 gem. Infernal Legion. There we go. I want Infernal Legion just so I can kind of get this whole build going. But you, at least in Path of Exile 2, you need to wait until Act 3, I believe, to start hunting level 2 support gems.
What a pretty worm.
I'll tell you guys now, man. When I first fought this boss, when he popped out like that, scared the shit out of me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. the reason why I wanted a shield as well was because it is incredibly useful when you're fighting this guy. He's such a pain in the butt. Ah! Yeah, such a pain in the butt fighting against. Because that right there. So he spews like a bunch of toxins at you. Ooh, he spews a bunch of toxins at you, and it's so annoying because yeah, he just it hurts. It hurts, and if you have a shield, honestly, you could block the whole thing. It's great. So this skeleton archer here, I'll be honest, like, this guy is doing work, and you know once we get flame wall, gosh, it's honestly one of my favorite combinations because, oh shit, pardon me. The idea is that you know you'll put the flame wall down first and get them ignited, and then afterwards you just you shoot the sorry, I'm trying to pick up these items and focus at the same time. But yeah, so you shoot the you shoot the arrow afterwards on your ignited enemies, and they just pop, and it does so much damage. It is ridiculous. You know, I probably should wait on that one. Whoops. Alright, now that we're done here, I encourage people who play Path of Exile 2 to explore because you're gonna end up missing something, such as the witch that I fought in that first map, and you're gonna miss out on that 10% cold resist. Because I'll tell you, it took me, I guess, my second reroll before I found that witch, and it was by pure accident. So explore. You know, take the game slow and really enjoy it. The devs obviously want you to enjoy it as well. And honestly, I'm like, this is early access, and I'm having an absolute blast. Let's see, can we find something with minions? Aha! Yes! I'm kind of curious about what kind of mods belts can have. Because if there's a chance that they can also get minions, then, you know, count me in.
If you find a find out there, bring it by.
So... I'll be honest with you, like, yes, I would rather wear that circlet than this rare one, just because of that extra minion damage. And I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Consider it so.
Hello.
Let's go ahead and buy this. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Kind of wish I had movement speed, but honestly, I'd rather take the resistances on that one. Increase the yeah, why not?
Don't waste any.
Okay. Okay, so these are the the skill gems I was talking about before. So well, I guess maybe I did talk about it before. I'm not really too sure now. Point is though, yeah, I would say that skilling up in Path of Exile 2 is so much more simple and fun. Just because you get these skill gems, and honestly, the world is your oyster. You can decide that if you want to do this, or you want to get any tree. You don't really have to like farm or hunt for them. You really just gotta farm for the trees yourself. And I guess that will kind of come in later on with the crafting aspect of this, because excuse me, because you can actually kind of craft up your gems from what I've seen, so that they can what's the word that I'm looking for here? So that you can have more sockets in them. I've seen people do it via Val orbs, to give them more sockets. But I mean, I unfortunately haven't done too much research onto that. So a little bit here on the support skill gem side of things, they'll give you their recommendation for it, but honestly, I encourage experimentation. Kind of what the devs said themselves. If you think it works, it probably does to a degree or less. But I would say that these supports, the recommended, excuse me, are definitely good too. I guess it just kind of depends on your playstyle. Like for instance, the Poison Cloud Magnifield effect. I think that's how you say it. Honestly, I think it would be great for the skeleton snipers, just because it would increase that range of that Poison Cloud. But with the kind of playstyle that I'm going for, at least with using these guys, having a bigger cloud isn't gonna really do much. What I do want though is the scatter shot. And why do I want this? What does it do for me? Well, scatter shot, as you guys might have seen, and I'll go ahead and just I'll go ahead and mouse over it or hover over it. Yeah, gives you 2 additional projectiles, less damage, less attack and casting speed. So it's pretty much lesser multiple projectiles from Path of Exile 1, essentially, which makes me hopeful that there is a better one. I don't know though, but we'll have to see. But what this does, oops, I'm not trying to do that. There we go. Yeah, so what this does though is excuse me. I'm not trying to waste that one on Flame Wall just yet. But we're gonna go back to Clearfell really quick. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing back and forth, I know. But I'll go get into this first. So we're gonna go back to Clearfell because there is a little small camp that does give you a skill gem. So we're gonna go there and grab Flame Wall, and then we're gonna use that level 2 gem to upgrade our skeletons to be quote unquote level 2. But anyways, though, so back to what I was saying. So yeah, with the summon skeletons or sniper skeletons, with the scatter shot, it would do as what you'd kind of imagine, right? And it would increase the amount of toxic arrows by 2 times. So now we we now have a bigger area of effect, and we're doing you'll see in a second, but we're essentially going to be doing triple times the damage now that we have Flame Wall. So let me go and grab that really quick.
Flame Wall ignites enemy.
Sure. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go back to that waypoint, and which is over here. I'm gonna head to the what's this map over here? Not Mudburrow, not the Red Veil. There we go, Grailwood. So in Grailwood, there are 2 bosses, and we're going to be fighting them both, just because I want, their drops. Not like their drops are anything important, I would say, but they do drop skill gems. So the more skill gems I can have, the more things I get to play with. Ooh. I'll be honest with you, I love the atmosphere of Path of Exile 2. I mean, graphically speaking, it looked amazing in comparison to Path of Exile 1. And it's so dark. I mean, Path of Exile 1 was pretty dark in its atmosphere too, but yeah, I mean, they did it so right. I personally, wouldn't say I've, ran into any issues yet. I'm not saying that I won't. But yeah, I haven't really ran into any issues yet in terms of I guess performance, bugs, any weird glitches here and there. I do have friends that I play with, my brother being one of them, and there was one fight that we had, boss fight that we had, and he clipped into he clipped into an area and he just couldn't move, and he ended up dying. And me and our other member, we ended up having to kill the boss ourselves. It's pretty darn funny. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, sorry, I should. Oh, forgot he did that. So yeah, we will do the flame wall. I got too caught up trying to explain. So we'll do the flame wall first, get him nice and cooked, and then we'll do the toxic explosion, and boom, so much damage.
It's a pity to end you, monstrous weed.
Got that Exalt. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about like what the currency exchange is right now in Path of Exile 2, like what the market is. Like I'm wondering if the Exalt is worth as much as it used to. Oh, I mean, obviously not, but like I wonder if Exalts are even worth anything, really, because you hunt Exalts. I haven't found a Chaos Orb yet, so maybe Chaos Orbs are more worth than anything else, but yeah, I've... you hunt Exalts and stuff like honestly, it's like they're hotcakes. I'm trying to find the second boss right now. Ow. Yeah, I swear, like one of my worst enemies in Path of Exile 2 so far. Not the bosses, not the bosses. No, it's ground effects. So like burning ground, poison ground, chill. Oh, it's terrible for me. And there are charms which you can kind of attach to yourself, which are almost like the utility flask in Path of Exile ones, and they automatically proc whenever when you have been burned or shocked or etc. So there are ways to, I guess, mitigate it. I'm just silly and I choose not to do so. So that's my own fault. I say, yeah, hunted a skill gem right there. Very nice. Is it level 3? No, it's level 2. Darn. Yeah, let's go ahead and level up our snipers. Let's level up our unearth, and let's level up our flame wall. I should have taken that opportunity to show you guys what the main skill that we're going to be using down the pipeline is. I honestly stumbled on it by accident, and it's probably one of the more fun skills that I've had the pleasure of using so far. Oh, excuse me. This kind of being it's not my first stream in general. A couple other like streams I have which are uploaded onto this channel. They've been about League, which I don't know. I might delete it. I don't know. I used to play League a lot. I am a as some may like to say, I am a rehabilitated League player. And yeah, I mean, I like Path of Exile. I have fun with League too. I play like a bunch of weird, not weird, calling champs weird. I played a lot of different characters, so I got really used to all of them. Played jungle a lot, and probably one of the most fun things that I played with was a Leona jungle. It's super unorthodox. I mean, the Doi there. It doesn't, and but it doesn't work. Not really, in a sense. The whole idea of it is, once you get to level 3, you just start spam ganking, And I mean, it works. It works just because of her E, her Q, and obviously, you know, her ability to empower her allies'
Blood
attacks. It's
burns
honestly
and rust.
really fun to
Death
play Jungle
in
Leona. It's
abundance.
slow as all hell though. Like and that's what I'm saying. It's not efficient. It's not optimal. I wish it was. Honestly, I really did wish it was. But yeah, that's just not the case. I am, you know, like I'm curious. Like, I'm saying I don't know where this other boss is, but I'm like, there's a huge hole in the middle of the map. You know, I also wonder where this boss is. Alrighty. Yeah, it'd be really embarrassing because like I'm having headphones on while I play this, and it'd be really embarrassing if if I'm playing this, and I mean, I would like to think that that the mic is working, yes, but it'd be really embarrassing if there's no audio, like game audio, so all you guys are just hearing is my voice. I probably should have tested that out beforehand. Alrighty. Okay. Which that did get me thinking. So let me see here. Okay, I'm actually getting some consistent noise feedback, so I think it is working. All right, perfect. Alrighty. Ah, okay, here we go. Okay.
A sister in the Grellwood.
I don't know
Curious.
why I'm picking up these wands, I'll be honest with y'all. Alright, plan A. You guys just see how much damage that does? Oh no, mister. Boom.
To serve. You tarried too long, dear sister.
So, ooh, my goodness. See, what did I tell you guys?
Much clatter.
Freaking ground effects, they are truly the bane of me. Um, but, yeah, piece of me is like, I should probably go back to that. Whatever. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, DC'd. Well, you know what? I'll say this right. I am glad that I got that waypoint. Huh. Hmm. I wonder if servers are down. Okay. Let's try to restart really quick. So just give me a moment here, guys. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and load this back up. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Do not judge me on my character name here, guys, alright? Alrighty, oh, that's nice. Kind of just, alright. What's going on in this chat? Is there a way for me to like drag it down maybe? I don't really know. Alrighty. So the reason why we kind of just went into this map instead of going to the other ones is because, excuse me, is because you kind of need sometimes, and you know, the only reason I know how to do it with this one is because I've been through it already. You'll need to access this map before you can kind of progress forward. So what we're doing right now is we're going in here, we're finding these rusted somethings. Very descriptive, I know. And those are going to be the things we're going to undo our guy from the tree who is hanging. He's hanging out. That guy actually is going to be the one who is going to let us respec. He can also discover items for you too, which I'm curious if he takes any scrolls. I don't think he does. So it'll be nice, you know, if you're like me, who's gonna hoard items, go back to town, sell, blah 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 blah, and yeah, you won't need to use your wisdom scrolls nearly as much if you don't have any. Which why wouldn't you? As I proceeded not to have any. Now some of y'all might be looking at me and thinking to yourself, "Oh my God, this guy just toss away the rare without even discovering it." Pardon me. From what I've noticed, it doesn't really matter if you discover the item or not. You're still going to be getting the full value of currency in return. So that's kind of why I decided not to. And if I'm wrong, well, damn. Maybe it'll be that'll be the case in the future, but not right now, at the very least. Okay, so no minion items over there. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh. So some items will have sockets in them. I haven't really messed around with that one too much. So what you do with those sockets is you put ruins in them, and ruins will look something along the lines of like this right here. So martial weapons add lightning. Yeah, add lightning. gives you resistances as well, as you can see. And it's like, yeah, yeah. Not really sure what to, I mean, I don't know how beneficial those things are. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not really too sure how beneficial those things are. Okay. With the support gem, I do want to go ahead and get Fortress for my flame wall. I just personally like it. I think it's cool. In my opinion, it gives more area for you to kind of work with, and I could be wrong about this one, but I feel like the interaction that it has with Seven Raging Spirits, and I'll explain this, I guess, if we manage to get it soon, is yeah, I think the interaction that it has is really important for Seven Raging Spirits.
Impudent undead.
Okay. I really dislike this quest. I think the boss that you fight out of it is really cool, but honestly, it takes so gosh darn long. Just because if you're unlucky and the spawns aren't all like close together, then yeah, it can really take some time to find all of these the rusted post thingies. I mean, thankfully, if you happen to see a checkpoint on your map, that's pretty much the indicator that it's right there. But I mean, again, if you're unlucky like me at times, it's gonna take you a billion years to find it. Oh, but luck might just be on our side, unless that's the one I've seen already. It might be the one I've seen already. For shame! And then, like, if you, and this is kind of just me just rambling at this point, as I've been doing for the past, I guess, almost an hour or so now. But if you get like the +1 to minions, or I think it was on my circlet where I managed to get +1 to all skills. If you get like stuff like that, oh my goodness, it makes the early progression for minions just that much easier. And because I mean, honestly, aside from like nodes and all that stuff, it's probably one of the and here it's probably one of the other few ways that you can really like build up your minions and their strength. So again, super important that you find items that have +1 to minions and all that, because it's so good. See, that's what I should have done the first time around. Instead, I ended up blowing it up with ended up blowing it up with my freaking flame wall. That was dumb. Yeah, as we're doing this, I'm trying to figure out like what my I don't know if I'm gonna tie myself down to a schedule. I think if I want to get on stream, then I'll get on. This will probably be the character that I play if I do get on stream. I feel like it's important to have like a schedule for consistency and all that stuff, but I don't know. I don't want to make this to feel like a chore or anything like that. I think anytime I play solo like I am right now, I'll get on stream and all that stuff. But the topic of schedule and yeah, scheduling wise, might be something for the future. I don't know. Okay. Where is this other one? Chewing gum, so sorry if the, if the feedback you can hear me just smacking my freaking gums to this gum, no pun intended. I really want this level 3 skill gem already, just because the skill that we're going to be getting from it, what is that? Ow. The skill that we're going to be getting from it is probably one of my favorite skills to use right now. Ah, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. We get it. You're badass. Ow. Just you wait until my snipers come back on. Oh shit. I was gonna say, might be able to kill him before my archers come out. Yes! You see another exalted orb right there. Ridiculous. Dropping like it's hotcakes. Yeah, let's pick this up. Okay, so the level 3 skill gem that I've been heavily anticipating or talking about is actually on the elementalist side of things. It's called Ember Fusillade.
Of fire that hover above you.
So I'll go ahead and show you guys, what the skill looks like already, like at the beginning. I debate getting rid of that. Yeah. Anyways, so Ember Fusillade. So on a normal day, you whip it out. It's one ember. These embers, they home. They're homing embers too, by the way. So you spawn like 3 of them. Yeah, that's what happens. And as the skill kind of described, it gets stronger per ember or per ember hit. So if you're fighting a boss, the single target potential is pretty darn nice. But where this skill gets fun, in my opinion, is and now we're gonna need to take this away from him. Oops, excuse me. Is when we take Scattershot and put it on Ember Fusillade. So why we're doing this, right? So as we already know, Scattershot, what it does is it creates 2 additional projectiles. And my dream or my anticipation when I created this, when I tested this out, was that I thought I was going to be shooting like multiple Ember Fusillades all at once. So if I had 6, then I'd probably be shooting bad at math here, but 18. So that's what I was thinking, and honestly, I think that would have been really cool. But what I got out of it was something I wasn't disappointed in, and why talk about it when I can just show it? So here we go. So when you use Ember Fusillade, instead of doing 1, it does 3. So we do 2 casts of this, and now we are max stacks because we can only have, right now at least, we can only have up to 6 Ember Fusillades at once. So yeah, we boom, boom, and now we have that going on. And yeah, max stacks. We're gonna keep our archers around, just because why the hey not, So right now they're taking 41 spirit. If they could take less, that'd be fantastic, but yeah. Excuse me.
Here I would ask. Renly's then. Well,
Okay, let's see. What items do you have? Sell. Might see if I can try to craft you. Okay. Nothing, 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 nah, nah, nah. Hmm.
You'll survive well.
Probably shouldn't be, using up too many of my efforts to like craft things. Maybe I should be trying to save my currency. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is to that one. Because yeah, like right now, maybe because I have so many augmentations and transmutations. Maybe what I should be doing is just crafting up stuff. If I manage to get like a +1 or +2 to minions, freaking fantastic. But if I don't, well, I mean, no harm, no foul, right? Um, and yeah, I think that's gonna be the way I craft for now until I build up my currency a little bit more. Yeah.
Renly's done a fine job. Sorry.
Is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. Oh! Oh, to all spell skills. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll say this right, because I'm using Ember Fusilon, that is actually good. So I will actually take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Goodbye.
Clean this up a little bit. And I probably should have walked from the Rusted Vale back here, because I guess you'll see why, right? Because go over here, we're gonna put the nails in the coffin.
Now the others.
Do as I command. Release this shade to my service.
And it's gonna ask us to go back.
He's we did many
And
generations.
it's gonna ask us to go back to Clearfall, and then we were able to progress forward. So.
The wound. Oh, the grim town. Goodbye.
And because we kind of did the legwork already of going to Grim Triangle, we can just, boom, pop right over there. Ah, my goodness. There we go. Ah, my goodness. There we go. Alright.
If the face.
Where am I going to be going? Yeah, I want to go up just so I can grab this extra spell node and then go here for attack speed and all that stuff. And then we're going to break off to the right. Because over here we get some energy shield, which I kind of want to go for a life build with this one, but I guess we're just going to have to see where that takes us. Because, I mean, I haven't noticed a lot of life nodes on the witch side of the world, and I don't know if that's intentional, but I have noticed this type of node called life recoup, and I'm not really too sure what that mechanic is, or like what it does mean, etc. Yeah, so I'm not really too sure about what it actually does or what it means, but I guess it's some kind of like life mitigation, some kind of survivability. Yeah, some kind of survivability node. It might be worth trying. Again, I'm not really too sure. Don't really have the answer for that one. So the I would say the fighting loop, if you would, right, would be you get your Ember Fuselons out, then you put up your flame wall, and by the time the flame wall gets up, your embers will be, they'll be popping off. Whoosh. Sorry, my cat was on me. Little delay, but once you get some more casting speed and all that, it'll be much faster. Let's see. Rune core, I guess type of crossbow. I don't know if there's like any, I don't know if like filter blade and all that stuff is, if their filters are compatible with PoE 2 yet. Haven't tried, and yeah, I mean, just haven't tried. So I might, might be worth investing into, not investing, but, trying out for sure, because, seeing all these like white items. Yeah. Holy moly! Oh! Oh! Almost went down there.
At least he died in a place he loved.
Not even
Or
close.
some such nonsense.
Okay, got another support gem. What would be good? I guess we could try to increase our Ember Fuselon damage. I'm also kind of curious about what other skills or excuse me supports would be really good for this. Um, hmm. Oh yes, let's do this. No elemental damage. Gotta love it. Support skills have 100% increase ignite duration on enemies. Okay, not exactly what we want. Um, Execute would be a pretty cool one, but of course, that'll probably be more for boss fighting. Um, you know, Arcane Surge, gain Arcane Surge for 8 seconds, of spending a total of 100% of your maximum mana on supported skill. So you have increased casting speed and then also mana regen. I mean, we're not really using that much mana right now. Yeah, we're not really using that much mana, so I'm kind of wondering how worth it that would be, right? Versus something like this, where it's like, it's fast, just gonna deal more damage, and if it does end up igniting, then it's also gonna be dealing more damage. Let's see. Support skills removes 1% of your 100% of your minion life from remove. So okay. Supports damaging skills you use yourself, draining life from one of your minions in order to boost the skill's damage. Only it takes effect if you have a minion with enough life to drain the full amount. Oh, now that is interesting. Support skills gain a seal every 200% of cast time to match cast. Huh. Interesting. So I wonder how this would be like instead of so every huh. Maximum of 2 seals. So that would that mean that I would only get like 2? Ah, man. I'm really curious about this one because minion pack with oh man, I'm actually very curious about this one. Let's try it. And again, right, like you're gonna be getting a lot more like support skill gems and all that stuff later on anyway, so it's really not the end of the world if you experiment. Ow. Sorry, freaking cat bit me. I will say that Unleash might be something worth exploring later on. Because the more you level up the skill, the more what's the word that I'm trying to look for? The more embers you're gonna get. So it might be worthwhile to get Unleashed, so I could just like use the skill once, and I just like immediately have like 6 or whatever the heck the max number of embers might be.
My family is that fuck. I sent for.
I don't take orders from you, but I do
Okay.
love cemeteries.
Chance shard. Huh. That's interesting. Holy moly, what was that about? Jesus. I'm honestly letting myself go here. There we go. My goodness. Stop messing around for a second and mana regeneration. Stack orb of chances. My goodness, my cat is out here just biting through wires and whatnot. Okay, sorry, I have to like catify this area. Okay, so uncut skill gems.
Monsters that die while infected with contagion will spread. Skeletal snipers do high damage but have skeletal warriors have skeletal snipers do high damage but have.
I'm debating to see if
warriors have high
for me at this point will it still be beneficial to have the skeletal snipers or to have more skeletal warriors. That is an answer I do not know right now. So I don't want to potentially waste like a level 3 skill gem. Excuse me. I could get flame wall. That is something that I could do. Yeah, upgrade my flame walls level 3 because I definitely. Ooh, yeah, I definitely feel like flame wall is going to be a skill that we're going to be keeping probably for the long haul here. Honestly, this map right here can take a little long sometimes too, I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons being that guy right there freaking reflects reflects projectiles back at you. Super annoying. And you know, like because of this, you know, maybe having the the minion revival speed might actually be pretty nice. I forget which boss this is. Yeah. I guess we're about to find out. Yeah? Alright.
Oh, show me
Okay.
your power.
Find this one.
My love, I call to you. Prison of bone. Now, hold good. Right of the book.
I hate to break
Alright.
Sister Witch.
Da 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 da. Let's check out that ring real quick. Increase. Oh, increase fire damage. Alright. I rock with it. Oh no, that's just oh, but we did. Oh, is this it? No, no, it's just the like it's like a treasure area. Not to say that isn't important, but I'm trying to just move on to the next map because the next map is where we're gonna end up getting our summon raging spirits, which I am very excited for. That's when this whole deal is gonna really come along. And honestly, like I'm really excited for it just because it will really allow me to kind of test out that that pack skill that I just added onto my Ember Fusilon. Because I guess what I'm trying to theory craft on the go is that if I use Summon Raging Spirits and I use that skill a lot, oh, if I have that support, will it just pretty much automatically bring down my Summon Raging Spirits to a degree on which they're low life and just like almost immediately pop? You know, that's something that I'm kind of excited for. Okay, I felt, yep, I was going the wrong way.
Dreadful Draven. Where are you hiding?
Yeah, I was like, you know, sometimes you know, with these maps, you get really lucky in like how quickly you can kind of cover through them. And I don't know if like there's like a trick, maybe like racers will know. I'm not really too sure, but yeah, maybe there's like a trick on like how to progress maps quicker. I'm not really sure, but oh, I was just about to say, like, as I say that, here I am. Oh, that's right. This is also another treasure room. Using couldn't hurt the gold. Ooh, a heavy mask. A rare one at that too. Let's check it out. And that's gonna go into the disenchant pile. But yeah, because sometimes it's kind of 50-50 almost, right? Where you'll either just like find where you need to go immediately, which is nice because you'll be able to progress faster like that. And then other times is not so much. Sometimes you're out here just taking a whole ass hour, um, going through one map, and you're just like, well, my geez, um, where am I going? Is there even a boss to fight in this area? That's how it feels sometimes. Oh no, my headphones are telling me that my battery is low. Ow. I have to switch over to my other microphone soon, so I'm hoping that the sound quality will be just as good. It's the same one that my cat has been chewing up, so I mean, again, really hoping that the sound quality will be just as good. I'm really trying to find this boss here. I think I found him. Maybe? No? No. Gosh darn, should have went up a little bit further. Yeah, I feel, and this is just me personally. I feel like maybe GG was trying to make minion builds a little bit more active. I mean, I say that, but I think one of the top players right now with their rock and oh, ow, there we go, there we go. Yeah, what they're rocking with right now is just a walking simulator, and it's honestly kind of funny. They're just having their minions do all the work, which, traditional minion build, if you would, right? Nothing wrong with it. I personally just prefer something a little bit more active. I've kind of always wanted that in minion builds. And I honestly don't know if that was something that was kind of offered in Path of Exile 1. And maybe I just wasn't pro enough to figure it out. That's always a possibility, right?
Witch,
Yes.
are not long for this world. The spirit's hunger. Your soul is mine. Cut down my beloved Lacinia.
And I killed her. She shouldn't be on the playing field right now.
Stop me.
Debatably, right? I'll say this. Having 3 scatter shots is debatably stronger than this. Sorry, that sentence didn't come out right. What I meant to say was having a scatter shot on my sniper skeletons could debatably be stronger than the setup that I currently have right now with via Ember Fusilon and Flame Wall with the archers and all that stuff. Because I mean, with that other boss fight, pretty much nuked the poor guy. I don't know. I mean, again, right? I think it's just really kind of up to your play style and which you would believe you enjoy more. Because I mean, again, you know, at the end of the day, it's a game. Try to enjoy it the way you like to. It's not always about the meta, unless that's, you know, that's what you're about. Meta builds are fun. They're meta for a reason, right? They're trialed and tested. They're safe. For the most part. But yeah, they're trial and tested. That's kind of the important thing there. Um, doesn't always have to be strong. Okay, there we go. I was like, hello, are you gonna start?
The family of Count Lachlan of Oldham. My family.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They're dead. Those bastard Eternals. I must make them pay. I must make them suffer.
Settle down there. Settle down there now. Pew pew pew.
Your dreary little tale is
I mean, honestly, we kind of did that pretty darn fast too. So. But I would like to think that, you know, with the scattershot sniper skeletons, that probably would have been faster. I do, you know, eventually I think I definitely do want to make a build that revolves around the sniper skeletons, just because of like how much fun I've been having with them. And I'm kind of curious, like, and you know, might be something I might experiment with right here, right now, where if I use that poison skill, would both of them shoot, or will it just be the one? So let's see. Okay, so it's just the one, which that's okay. Honestly, that's okay. But I wonder if like maybe something like Unleash would come in handy. Ooh, that is an interesting thought right there. If Unleash will kind of go help with I'm getting messed up by this guy. There we go. And I like, honestly, I feel like I'm using this support a little too early, because if we, you know, if we were to have the Southern Raging Spirits here already, then I think this would feel so much better. But so with that being said, for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off of it, and yeah, we'll kind of rock with just that for now.
The forbidden books don't mention anything like this. I should ask a local.
Woo! Almost went down right there. I made the mistake again of not putting the poison down first, but I mean, even then, I think my Ember Fuselon would have probably popped it. Got skill gem.
No shit.
He's a devious one. I like him.
Alrighty. So now that we kind of accepted his quest, we can actually start making our way to getting some Raging Spirits now. So that's kind of what I'm looking it towards. Because personally, I just kind of want to get the. Actually, you know what? Oh wow, this is a level 4. Oh goodness. So I forgot that I hunted a spirit gem not too long ago. Well, not too long ago, on my other character. So I am actually gonna go ahead and use that. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and just grab that, and we're gonna see what that kind of feels like for us, because I think it only requires 30 30 my goodness, I can't speak right now. I think it only requires 30 spirit to reserve 7 raging spirits, so we'll go ahead and get that going. Kind of wish I had some support gems so I can go ahead and plug those in there in him already, but you work with what you got, you know. On.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Much better. That's the audio. Sorry, guys. We're trying to get this going here. Okay. Okay. So that's still not working. Let's try to plug this in and see if that's working now. Okay. Doesn't seem like it. I'm trying to get the audio to go. Seems like that's working now. Ooh, mic might be a little bit too sensitive. All right. All right. Where did we leave off? So now we have summon raging spirits, and yeah, we should be in a pretty decent spot now. We have it on. Like I said, it reserves 30 of our spirit, which we thankfully had, and yeah.
How can I help?
While all that's happening, let's go ahead and see if there's any items here that might, nope, help us in the long haul. Doesn't seem like it. That's okay.
If you find a pint out there, don't bring it back.
This.
What?
Okay.
Make haste.
I don't know how it's in my friendly brings this.
Well, hello. 1 second. Okay, so yeah. How long did this stream go for? My goodness. Almost 2 hours. My goodness gracious. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop it right here. Alrighty.